Okay, well, perusing the content creator channels, I always love to see what folks are putting together for builds and things like that, and I always like to test them out. It's not as a way to disparage anyone or say if their builds are junk or the best things ever, but just to kind of see how they play and if they kind of hold up in various conditions. So one of the more popular content creators posted a video, which I'll link to in here, of a couple builds to get you ready for the upcoming final week of the season, as well as master mode. I liked the idea behind it. I know some of the people have run with this build throughout the season. It definitely is dependent on your modifiers, as far as I can tell. We'll maybe try it out a little bit without modifiers on and see how well it does. I suspect it might not be as great because of the boost you get, but it looks pretty cool. I played around with it a little bit yesterday after I put it together. It's not going to be identical to what's shown in the video. It's very close. Mostly my Backfire has different roles, and the ACS 12 I'm using has different roles on it, or at least a different talent. So anyways, this was the build, which is like a very Striker Hazpro focused memento build. I've had my Backfire forever, solely rolled. I realized I'd never really added expertise to it, so it's only under 15. My ACS 12 is at a 12. This build is dependent on 4-piece Striker, and in the video, it's hard to see here. Let me try and get a better backdrop. Requires the Hollow Man, or it doesn't necessarily require. It's ideal because the Yaw gear gives you 10% Hazpro, and then you can roll Hazpro attribute onto it, and so you can get kind of 20% hazard protection on that. And these are all armor cores on these gears. So you have six armors, and then one red, one yellow. And then I think I'm running crit hit chance mods, crit hit damage, and crit hit chance there. So when you look at my stats, they look kind of paltry, but I'm at 60% crit hit chance and 72% crit hit damage. Crit hit damage will boost substantially, so it looks pretty weak right now. And I think you can watch the build video, goes into a lot more detail, but basically showing that dealing damage to enemies adds a stack of 2% crit hit damage up to 100. On reload, apply bleed, which is why you need the Hazpro to offset that. And then my ACS 12, I think in the build video is running preservation, so you can get armor back on kills. I'm running brazen just for the amplified damage, but definitely use the whatever here. And then the difference is my Backfire has, I think, damage target out of cover. I think theirs had health damage or something like that. So otherwise, yeah, you got your 4-piece Strikers. I won't go into those details. And then then the Memento, which is trophy-oriented, running foam and a shield. I think that was the gist of the build. And then the modifiers were using Assault Link, where for the duration of the ability, 5% weapon damage from every non-red core equip. I have 6 of them, so that's another 30% weapon damage. And obviously, if you're in a group, you're going to give a benefit to your teams. The other cool thing here is the hazard safety first. I run this regardless on the modifiers, doesn't matter what build I'm using, because the Hazpro for the stamina tiers is great. So you get 7.5% for that. So my Hazpro is already at like 84% with everything. So you do this, and you can get to 100% real quick. You want your crit chance as crit damage. I have at least 60%. It will boost, and then in their build video, they're showing the headshot damage to give you some more armor. I will admit that this is a little spongy at first, even with near 2 million armor. I did put these up to 12 expertise because in terms of resource investment, that's pretty cheap. I'm also like a shade level 16,000, and I still have like almost 14,000 credits. So I actually crafted these 4 pieces. I pretty much always keep all the hollow mans. I pick up like from named caches, so mostly because I don't play a lot in the Dark Zone, so getting Yaw gear is not super easy. When you're in a clan, sometimes the clan vendor has Yaw gear, so keep your eyes open there. But anyways, I crafted these. It took a while, but I just have so many things. Wasn't too bad, but getting them to have hazard protection on them it took a while. I did end up with one. Oh, that one has explosive resistance. I made a mistake. Look at that, how embarrassing. I was pretty tired. I think I got excited because it was perfectly rolled. Oh my gosh. Huh, hilarious. I think my eyes saw hazard protection. Whatever. I'll have to change that later. Anyways, these should all be Hasbros. That being said, let's take a look at what our daily is and Federal Triangle. Maybe we'll go do that, and then we'll do the Potomac Event Center. Let's just do the dailies with this. I think the videos shown in the thing were mostly in Brooklyn, which with all that Hasbro with the blue flame or purple flame or whatever, that would definitely be pretty great. I'm not sure what the mastery mode or master mode is going to be like, particularly since the Brooklyn DLC and the season stuff are kind of 2 separate things. All the season stuff seems to take place in DC, and then Brooklyn DLC was its own thing. But regardless, let's see what happens. So we got to go to Federal Triangle, and then we got Viewpoint. Viewpoint, and then we'll do Potomac. Okay. Here's our Federal Triangle. Resetting control points is always a pain because you only have the one. Maybe we'll do Viewpoint first. Let's just get this out of the way. There's a good chance I'll go down and I'll die. Because really, until you get some stacks built up, you're pretty vulnerable. Just to throw that out there. And I should also share that I am awful with the riot film. I feel like I wasn't the only person running here. Alright.
All communications coming in and out of the building will be controlled from the production studio on the top floor. So you'll need to find it and secure it.
I'm gonna bleed. Not cool, bro. Look at him just drop though once the stacks start building. And already, I'm not taking too much bleed. This is very much just run right at him type build.
They can just come in here. They don't know who they're fucking with. Go dark. Wait for the signal, then corner and kill.
So much running. Got a little foam for you. Look at that stuff just glide right off me. Oh, bleeding a little bit. I still can't believe I have an explosive. But now pretty good damage for something that's 6 blue cores. Over 800k. Somebody is trying to bomb me and I don't appreciate it.
body back.
I had to use the shotty there at the end, but it worked pretty well. And with the gunner specialization, you do get 2% armor on kill. 10%, I say 2%, 10%. Stick around. Oh, he's my horrible Arnold Schwarzenegger. Half the time I miss. And it's just like the guys look at me like, what were you doing trying to film me? I was born. Keep on trucking.
Electromagnetic charge detected.
I ain't got time to go back after that guy. So he'll come up after me. Hey now. Oh, maybe he did come back up. Just have full memento stacks, so more weapon damage, armor regen. It's a lot of swearing. Making progress. So far the build's working pretty good. You just gotta know your limits. I think doing a mission, it works pretty well. I was running control points with it a little bit yesterday. That was where things got a little sideways. Especially if you do something that causes you to lose your memento stacks.
Get to the TV studio and get these guys up here for good.
So slow. How about you first? Stop shooting me. Oh, and if you, you know, trigger the active modifier, I think I was doing like 1.2, 1.3 million damage. It was
It handles all
pretty
communications going in
crazy.
and out of viewpoint.
I might use it here at the end.
Lock out the True Sons and we can take over the channels. Okay, stay by the module and make sure it completes the reset sequence.
You can film these guys first. I'm wasting this thing. Oh my gosh. No, you're not.
All site facilities are reset to default or under direct SHD control.
That's good to hear. Our comms are coming online and the True Sons are in the dark.
Fluctuations in
With
local
all the
power
armor I
detected.
can get.
Communications facilities offline.
What the hell?
I'm seeing multiple hostiles on the roof. They're setting up
Alright, no shield, no
cameras around the
foam.
radio mast.
It's Wade. He's trying to sabotage the mast. Without it, no one can broadcast from viewpoint. Agent, get to the roof. You gotta stop him from taking out the mast.
The roof is going to be on fire here momentarily.
Electromagnetic charge detected.
Probably should grab some ammo. Oh well.
Using EMP jammers to overload the radio mast. Take them out before the mast is destroyed. You won't be able to use your shape tech until that EMP jammer is active. Take it out.
Structural integrity at 75%.
Agent, you've got to stop Wade. We need that radio mast.
System reactivated. System curtailed. System back online. System malfunctioning. System reactivated. System disrupted. System back online.
Ow. I need to go get this other thing.
Electromagnetic charge depleted. Structural integrity 80%.
Bring it.
Fucking division!
The damage. 1.7 mil.
All right, the facility is ours. True Sons just lost a powerful tool for coordinating their troops and spouting their horse shit. Once we get the radio mast repaired and operational, we can extend the reach of our own broadcasts.
Not bad. Alright, so we saw that it worked great on that mission. That was with Heroic 3 directives. Now we gotta go do activities. Which I hear a lot of gunfire going on, so let's fast travel back to the beginning. you want to be careful about like going back to the White House and stuff because you don't want to lose memento stacks in this case. Looks like trouble.
This is what I've been waiting for. Hit him with everything you got. Hope that hurt.
What's up, puppy? There's always something going on.
Detected. In location.
I hope not.
One of ours is KIA.
Just fucking dial.
You first.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
There, coming around the side. Can't take my fork.
Boom. I think there had been somebody right around here, but guess not. Oh, great. There's a... I heard some grenade action going on in here. No! That hurt. Convenient.
Reinforcements incoming. Incoming hostiles detected.
We gotta secure the building. Good hit.
Hostile control nearby. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Yeah, mini tank just, or that dog just shred. Still got one left over here. What's one of these guys?
You see that? They got him.
Okay. That was crazy. But that was a great demonstration of how well that build works. Oh my goodness.
Supply room access unlocked.
All I gotta do is resupply this control point. Hey,
We're good on
take my stuff. Why am I so... Never mind. I don't know how things work.
Thanks. We won't have to worry about
I'm getting hungry out there.
Well, go get something to eat then. Oops. Hey, I got an exotic phone. Oh wait, that was for the mission. Or the daily. We're supposed to do the Potomac Event Center. Let's film and get rid of these guys. I don't like the way they're looking. They're fine. Alright, well, let's see what happens if... Just make sure that it turned them off. Might have to go back to the White House. Don't think this is going to go well. Because without those extra stacks of the Hasbro and the fact that I've got that idiotic wrong gear piece on, I shouldn't say idiotic, but definitely was not using my head. I think I was tired.
Hostile control point detected.
And see, no just sticking around bonus armor, none of that stuff, so. I mean, you can see my damage is still pretty good, but the bleed doesn't feel great.
That's right.
Civilians in danger.
Definitely not putting out as much damage. Works decently. Without the modifiers. I left everything else the same, so I'm still running directives and everything else, but boy, that bonus armor, you lose it quick.
Reinforcements en route.
This weather's not helping. Plus, I can't see where they're
Detecting
coming from.
additional hostile contacts.
Grenade deployed. KIA.
Whoa! I'm a target!
These guys are keeping me busy. All right, not too shabby. So definitely say that you can run it without modifiers and still be
Access unlocked.
pretty satisfied.
Civilians in distress.
But again, as we saw, that you know, you don't get that. The bonus armor doesn't stick around, which is, you know, one of the perks of the global modifier. I can't do the like super damage boost, or I can put out a ton of weapon damage, and you know, we hit a 1.7 mil crit. I mean, that's running 6 blue cores, one red, one yellow. So yeah. And I guess with that modifier, because the memento is 3 cores, and so it's non-red, so you have a blue and a yellow, so really you're getting 7 times 5, so that's what, 35%? Yeah, it's got a lot of damage stacked. But I think if you look at my stats, they still look, yeah, 58% crit hit chance and 72% crit damage. It looks like I'm worthless. Like I would just be throwing styrofoam peanuts at bad guys. Alright, let's get those back on. We'll run through Potomac real quick. Finish it off. I would say that definitely, it's not like, I don't know if the content creator was the person, so many of these builds are inspired by others or have existed, but then found new ways to make them work with modifiers. So I know nothing of the history of this. I know it's probably not revolutionary, but I always like to see for the average player, or at least just kind of the person going out looking for something you could use and reuse. That's what it's about. Like, I don't want to build that only works in a very specific scenario. If I can run around and do missions, control points, you know, I can go do hostage rescues, things like that, then that's the right thing for me. Like, that makes gameplay a lot more fun and enjoyable. Makes me want to get out there and, yeah, cool, I can go do this thing. We gotta get to killing because I'm gonna lose my stacks. And since you're up front doing kills, chances are if you get the kill, the trophy drops, you're gonna grab it right away, and you're not gonna, since you're not fighting from range, you probably don't have to worry as much about the situation where it's like, oh, I'm shooting from across the map and the trophies are dropping. But if you are in a group, you just have to be aware that the trophies may not be as frequent, especially if you have a bunch of guys running DPS and they're getting a lot of the kills.
Stay here. I'll go check.
I'm in. Main entrance is clear.
Alright, got my stacks back.
Agent, you need to cut off the primary escape route. Take out the boats that got docked southwest of your position.
I'll keep an eye on the main entrance.
Get moving.
He doesn't double back.
Get those headshots in. Lovely weather we're having here. Look at the boob. They're still. How about this?
Attention! We're under attack! Fall back! Get to the boat!
Now I'm irritated. I gotta go create a new piece. I still can't believe I did that. The amazing thing is, you could, you know, get away with it as is. I love it when they run past you and just blow themselves up. I'm over here. Let me just walk through that fire. Like it's no big deal.
They're securing the boats.
They must be waiting for the order to launch. If the strategist gets on one of those boats, we'll lose our chance to bring him in. Keep moving. You're almost there.
Ow.
You're almost at the dock, Agent. Hope you're not too late.
It's nice to just be able to walk through fire. It's no big deal. I can't see. Thank you for telling me where you're at by shooting your fire.
Heads up. I'm seeing a lot of movement toward the boats, but no sign of the strategist.
Agent, hostiles are inbound on your position by the docks. Watch your six.
We need reinforcements on the dock, now! Take out the intruders! Protect the boats!
Now they're screwed.
They're coming at me from all sides. I can't get...
Agent down.
Kelso. Kelso? Shit. Agent Kelso's not responding.
Something tells me she's gonna be okay.
Okay, slight change of plans. With the boats out of commission, the target should still be inside. We have to make sure he doesn't slip past us.
helmet's running. Run all the way over here. And kablooey.
Perfect. So predictable. Kill the man and feed the bird pig.
Darn it, not gonna last. Damn it! Thought that was a headshot. Damn it! I'm with you.
Don't burn me.
Another one destroyed.
Get around the fucker. Loading you.
I took a little damage.
Thought that was safe.
I'm stuck. Took way too long.
Without Kelso, capturing the strategist won't be easy. It's up to you to finish the job, Agent.
They'll have to go through the theater. Cut them off and kill them.
We're just shooting, right?
You can keep shooting from up there. I'm gonna just wait down here for you to drop. I'm ready.
Want that side covered? The division are killers. Got a target. Gotcha.
Was that gunfire? Agent, I didn't send reinforcements. You'll need to clear the building.
I'm not dead. Don't everyone cheer at once.
Wait, is that Kelso?
The lock's broken. I lost comms. Listen, I need you to cover while I head for the balcony. Then head down to the hospital.
Thank God. Is Kelso all right?
Keep them away from me. Whatever you do, don't go into the concert hall.
Comedy. Why are you so fast?
Running out of stuff for.
Look at you, in your smug arrogance. You think you're better than us? That you got
Yes.
to kill us? Huh? We've got the power of life and death now! We're going to use it!
Let's get in position. They don't deserve life. I'm trapped. How is that possible? Damn you in your system. Live together. Open your damn eyes. Let's hurt them. And won't be forgotten.
Got you. No! Please don't hurt me! I'll do whatever you want! I'll tell you everything!
Alright, calm down. Stop embarrassing yourself. So we got him. That was some nice work, Agent. You should be proud of yourself. Together was the only way we could have done that.
Cool, cool. I think this one's a keeper. And the content creator that showed this off, they showed a lot of great gameplay footage too. Again, once this wraps up, I'll update this video with a link to theirs, so you can go check it out and get the full detailed view of why the build is set up the way it is. Again, mine has a big mistake because I was really tired while I was doing it. But basically, a Backfire, you could run a different secondary, but Backfire is your primary. You need the memento. I can't remember if they shouted out like an alternative to the Hollow Man. This is just nice because that health damage is what you want, right? Like that. The bleed is health damage stuff. So, yeah, it's been working pretty good for me. Even though these stats look terrible for crit chance, crit damage, it all builds up. We got to see in this video it works with and without modifiers, but definitely the modifiers boosted a lot, especially when you activate it. You saw we hit at least 1.7 million crit hit damage during the time that was running. That was pretty slick. And again, you're looking at 1.9 million armor. So you have 6 blue cores, a yellow core, and a red. So that's where this assault link comes into play. So 5% weapon damage for every non-red core equipped. We have 7 because I miscounted earlier because I forgot about mementos. Actually, 3 of them. So you have a blue and a yellow. So I think that counts as 2. I think I could be wrong. So either at 30 or 35% extra weapon damage when you trigger this, which is why that crit hit damage got so high. So definitely very cool. Striker is relatively easy to farm. So yeah, if you went countdown, you could do it. The trick is you really need it to have Hasbro. Like when I crafted this piece, it was like 6.9%. So I had to throw resources at it. This one was like 8 or something like that, and this one was like somewhere around like 7. And then I thought I hit the jackpot. And I realized today that this is explosive resistance because whatever, I had tired eyes. So I'll recraft this. But depending on the amount of resources you have, crafting it, if you have the blueprints, shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I've had the blueprints, I feel like, forever. But it's a lot of, it uses 3 strikers battle gear plating. So if you've already been running strikers and just deconstructing, you probably have a ton of that. Ceramics, carbon fiber, and protective fabric. Obviously, protective fabric's the thing you can run out of quick, but just see if we can get a better roll. You don't always have to scroll, just look at the little banner. If it's got 2 reds, it's no good for you. But if it's got a red and a blue, because striker will always come with weapon damage. So you can just keep hitting your craft button until all reds all day long. Oh my goodness. Look at this live crafting and misery. There's a yellow at least. Hey, what do we got? Armor regen. A lot of armor regens, a lot of explosive damage. Or explosive resistance. Again. It's like they know. I swear they know. It's like I need to put on a skill build and be like, I want to get Hasbro. But this can be a total time suck. And resources. I mean, you can deconstruct all these things that you don't want to keep. But, it's like anything else. It's like buying new, and it's like buying a new textbook and selling it back. They give you like a fraction. Oh, there we go. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and mark that as a favorite. We'll fix things up here, get this build back on track. Boom. Nope, 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 nope. Of course, it was the last one. Change that. Let's just make sure it says hazard protection. Yes. Change that to that. Confirm. Optimize. And hopefully that's it. Cool. Let's save this real quick. Some of this junk that we got in here. Shouldn't call it junk, just not interested right now in some of these pieces. Alright, now let's take a look at what we got. That looks a lot better. Let's just make sure that that's not a lie. Oops. Alright, so without modifiers on, I'm at 58% crit chance, 72% crit damage, and then I am at 70% hazard protection. So, and this is why that comes into play, because when you first get out there, you only got 70%. Now, I think there's, if you don't want to run gunner, there's a different specialization that'll give you, I think, another 10, so that would get you at like 80. But we saw that I was at like 92.5 with the modifiers on. So you can definitely run it this way, and I might have a little bit more survivability. Let's get this squared away. You don't need to watch that. That's painfully slow. All right. So anyways, there it is, 4-piece striker. They're all running hazard protection armor. You can run this ideally with modifiers to wrap up the season, especially in Master Mode. That's what was promoted in the video, and I'd say that'll probably be true. We'll find out in a week, I think. That'll be really cool, or less than a week at this point. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll post a link to the video in here. Again, it was kudos to them for putting together a couple builds to get people prepped. I have my builds I usually run. Like, I would probably personally end up just running this whole thing that I run everywhere all the time, which coincidentally is a 4-piece striker. But I'm always interested in trying something new and see how it works in a group. I'll try out that Backfire build in a group maybe later today if I can. Otherwise, that's it. I'll bring that build back up, sign off, and hopefully this was helpful, and you can utilize it. Again, Hollow Man, not super easy to come by. Does appear in named caches, so I know the vendor, Danny Weaver, I think you can get like 4 or 5 named caches this week, so get them. It might give you one from there. If you're in a clan with more than 4 people, there's a clan vendor. You can go to the clan vendor, and sometimes they have y'all gear, and sometimes it's a named item like the Hollow Man. It's not the end of the world if you don't have it. I mean, if it's not the Hollow Man, I mean, if it's a y'all mask, you'll still get 10% hazard protection, but having that extra 10% rolled on it is nice, because that's 20. Then you have 30, 40, 50, 60. Wait, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I don't know where. Oh, I must get hazard protection maybe for this. I don't know how I got to 70, but everybody gets 10%. I don't know. Correct me somewhere if somebody knows. But cool. All right. Be well, everyone. Maybe it's not the best wave. Is that really a wave? A little problem hearing people not appreciating that, so shake my fist at the sky instead. There we go.